Hello guys, so in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to automate file downloads using Python. So essentially what we want our script to do is to click on each of these URLs, like this for example, and then click on this download HTML zip. So the framework we are using here is Playwright. So we're going to be using Playwright to automate the whole process. All right, so let's just get started. So I already created a file. So I'll just navigate it to, a folder. So I'll just navigate to my VS Code from here. Code. Okay. So I'll create a new file called auto.py. So I'm going to be using Playwright Sync API. So before you actually start this project, you should have installed Playwright on your VS Code. So I think I already made a video of how to do that, but you can also check out other videos on YouTube as well. So in order not to make this video really lengthy, so we're going to be just going straight to the code. So I'll import Playwright, Sync API, import Sync Playwright. So I'm also going to import time because I'm going to be needing it for time. So I'll create a function. So I'll call this download files. So initiate the Playwright function, Playwright object as P. And then I'll create a browser instance called browser. I'll be using chromium.launch. So inside this, I'm going to be passing to a parameter called headless, and I'll be giving it a value of false. So this is because I want to see how the script interacts with the browser, that in case we actually fall into errors, we actually get errors, we know actually where to correct those errors. So headless is equal to false. So this would cause the browser to pop up and show how the script interacts with the browser. All right. So we create a new context. Context is equal to browser. New context. So this will help us launch a new page. We can now call the page that we can use to navigate to the URL we have in mind. Context. New page. Create a new page. Now we can use page go to. Sorry. And we'll pass in the URL. So I'll just copy the base URL. Paste and give it a sleep of let's give this 10 seconds. Then we need to close the browser so that we don't fall into any error. So to browser, close the browser instance. So I'll run this. Let's see what we have. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to call the function. I'll call the function and the files. All right, so the browser pops up, wait for 10 seconds, and then closes again. All right, so that works. So what we need to do now is we need to inspect the website. So We are looking to navigate to each and every of these URL. So I will inspect each of the elements. Okay. So as you can see, we have each of them here, and they are contained in the div tag with the class lib. So what we'll do here is we're going to be using the class to select each and every href present here. So we are going to be using a function called query selector all. So this is just like your soup.finder in Beautiful Soup if you actually use Beautiful Soup. So I'll save it. Let's call the link elements. Or to page dot oh, sorry. So our class is lib, the lib class. So I'll just say .lib. So inside this, we're going to be using regular expression to find these patterns that we have here, which is ahref is equal to double quotation ebooks. Then we have the ebook ID. We are using our regular expression to find the pattern. So we say href or is equal to slash ebooks slash. So this finds inside this class, it finds all patterns pertaining to this. Sorry, pertaining to this. Right. So now let's use a list comprehension to extract the endpoints. Let's use a list comprehension to extract. So we call these links is equal to let's say L. Let's say L dot gets attributes. We're getting the href for L in units. So we save each of the hrefs this variable code links. So now let's print each of these elements and see how it looks like. So for L, okay, let's run this. Let's see what we have. All right, good. So we can see that we have each of these ebooks endpoints. So what we need to do now is we need to go to each of these endpoints by concatenating the place URL with each of the ebook endpoints. So what we'll do is for each of these links, we'll create a new page. So we use an F string to concatenate each of these endpoints to the base URL. So I'll pass in the base URL of the URL. And then I'll pass in L. So I need to remove this extra flag because we already have flashes here in the endpoint. So what I'll do, let me just save this in the record URLs. Or let's not go to the page first. Let's print this. Let's print this. Let's see what we have. Okay, good. So as we can see, we have each of the book URLs. So let's just click on one of them and see. Okay. All right, good. So as you can see, we have this working. So let's go back to the code. So go to browsers. Okay. So let's create Vivo code file name. So what we need this for is we want to extract the title of it so that by the time we are done downloading it, we can actually um, make a print statement that says social book has been downloaded. So use the page editor, page editor. So let's see. Uh, so this is in the H1 tag. We're going to be locating all H1. We're getting all the inner text, which is typing. So wait, page wait for new date. So this is actually to wait for the page to load until the network tab is actually idle. So this is where we create a new instance to download each and every of those files. And so we page set download. Let's call this download info. So we are going to get each of these by the text, download text. Right? So we can say page get value. We are getting the link. And the name of the link is, let's go back and copy this. And finally, we'll click on it. Like this. Download. We need to create another variable called download. To actually initiate this download. Download file. So download info. Download info object that we created here. So what we are doing here essentially is use the instance that we created to actually initiate the download after clicking on the link that contains the name download HTML brackets. Well, I hope that makes sense. But don't worry, by the time we're done, I actually believe it will. So finally, we need to print um, uh, have a quick statement that says that this particular book has been downloaded. So downloaded, or let's just call this file name. File name. This time, this hope everything works fine. All right, so let's run this paper. Okay, so let's open the download tabs. So we can see we are automatically downloading each and every of these files. So just allow it to download. All right, so as you can see, we are done downloading the files. So we have our print statements that says each of the files.